Hey everybody, and welcome back to the final update for Sword of Etheria. So, it's been a long, hard journey, but I think it's time we finally brought this story to a close.
Hey, that thing just swallowed the god!
The thing exists only to kill and destroy. I think it might be the leader of those things we saw down below.
Yes, I can feel its evil intent, too. Indeed, it lives only to wreak havoc. What could it be doing here?
It came from a world far, far away, chasing after the gods.
Dorothy?
The gods did a lot of very bad things in that world, too. So these things were born. Born to destroy the gods.
It already destroyed the last god. But I don't think it has the intelligence to understand that. Is it going to keep going until it destroys this whole world?
I mean, come on! We finally said goodbye to the very last god! No way we're gonna let this thing just do whatever it pleases! My legs! It's not working!
Mine isn't either.
Of course not. Lexes are part of the gods. Now that the gods are gone, it stands to reason we can't use them anymore.
What the? This power! It's amazing!
What's going on?
Dorothy!
I understand it now. This was the whole reason I was created.
Dorothy!
Good thing we got worried and came looking for you.
Pitiful. A disgrace to the name of Oz.
You guys...
Thank you.
No need to thank us. More importantly, a monster created out of pure hatred for the gods.
I think there might be a monster. Like that in all of us somewhere.
No, that's not true. You guys were only trying to protect us. You were trying to protect me. And everybody, that's all. I'm sending my power to all of you. Vale, it's up to you to protect our world now.
Leave Dorothy to us.
Don't worry, we'll protect your little princess for you.
You three take care of the God Hunter. Destroy the monster the gods left behind.
Right. Almira! Leon!
Right.
Bring it on! In the name of Oz, we will defend our future!
So after that heartfelt reunion between the new and old Oz, and that large amount of exposition from Dorothy, pretty much explaining all of the storyline, finally get to meet the last boss of the game, Atheists. Or, I think it's supposed to be probably Atheist? Because, you know, down with gods and all that jazz. But, for a final boss, not really that difficult. He doesn't have too many attacks, and as you can probably tell, not the most mobile, and after this over zenith, you'll be able to see that he doesn't have that much health.
Nice work!
Really, his only means of attack is to shoot out his hands, which, well, for the most part, end up missing you a lot of the time, and they don't do that much damage. But he will do a melee swipe if you decide to get up close to him, just because you think you can probably whittle down his last little bit of health, but you need to do a few more death blows before that death will come. But yeah, there is a reason why all this seems especially simple for a final extra boss, and that's because, well, this isn't his final form. Yeah, this is where the trouble comes into play. For all your hard work, having played the game probably multiple times, like I think I mentioned in the previous video, the only way to get to the stage is by not only getting an A rank on every stage, but you also need to make sure that you have to be in your Oz armor for every god fight, along with finishing a god with at least an over zenith. Needless to say, it's a little bit difficult to do, and your final reward is having to face this final form of Atheists. This fight is probably the hardest fight in the game for a number of reasons. Atheists has not that many attacks, but they all are pretty annoying. You already saw there, he can summon up one of those black holes that we saw, I think, back in stage 18 or 19. He is also super aggressive. His melee attacks will juggle you up in the air, and he will teleport up and juggle you even more. And really, I think the main difficulty here is the fact that he has a lot of health. He has what I think is probably about 6 health bars all total, and I think we've already managed to do at least 2 level 2 death blows. I think this might be the 3rd. And even with all of that, and even being as powered up as I am, considering that this is on my New Game Plus, so I even have a few additional things going on. Probably notice the additional costumes I'm wearing. Even with all that, this fight is still super difficult. Especially since he has not only a knack for juggling you, but also a very, very good habit of juggling your partners. So it can be pretty hard to get a death blow going, especially considering the fact that, well, the only real way to do that is to wait for him to summon out more of his little heresy buddies. And when he does that is a complete mystery to me. It seems pretty random. Also, what makes this fight especially difficult is the fact that if you did not know there was a second phase of the fight, well, they don't refill your health between the first and second phase, so yeah, if you manage to goof around in that first easy phase for whatever reason, it's kind of hard to say, you'd be pretty fucked right now, as I kind of am at this point. Especially considering the fact that up until this point, I would say things have been going very well. This fight can go pretty south very quickly. And considering that I think most of my team has already died at least once, and it won't be the last time. That's pretty telling. But yeah, while this fight is going on, I guess we can go over that information that Dorothy gave us. I guess she was created by the gods, or whatever alien race is pretending to be gods, for the mere purpose of dealing with all these negative emotions that have become personified in the form of Atheists, and has apparently been chasing them around the universe for all their evil deeds. So I guess this planet that we are on right now is not the first that they pillaged and rampaged through. And, well, I think as of right now it's pretty much going to be the last, considering that we have killed all of them. But I guess we should thank the gods at least in the fact that they gave us one final chance to overthrow this evil that they've created in the form of Dorothy being their, I guess, last-ditch ultimate weapon. Not that she's really shown herself to be that much of a fighter. I guess she's more of just an energy tank in case they needed that extra little oomph. Yeah, it honestly comes out of left field. Seems like maybe they really didn't have a good ending plan, because this doesn't make hell of a lot of sense. I mean, I can kind of see Phil being Kane's son, but yeah, I don't really understand the need to, I guess, bring in this final ultimate evil within the last 2 stages of the game. Or to make the gods aliens, for that matter. Figured it would have been fine just to do the normal fantasy route and, make evil gods. But slowly but surely, I am whittling Atheists down. Definitely not doing good on the whole health front, but yeah, if you're extremely ballsy and you feel like you've gotten the whole perfect blocking down, you can technically stun him pretty easily if you've got the whole blocking thing down. I personally find that a very good way of just getting punched in the face a lot by him. I found it a good means of taking him down, but even though we are cutting it very, very close here, I think we might just have just enough to win this fight and finally win the day.
Leon! All right, kid!
And that's the true ending, I guess. Yeah, the real, I guess, quote-unquote true ending was that cutscene before the final fight and the final fight itself. If you are wondering just what happened to our team and everyone, there is a little bit that comes after the credit sequence here, but, well, I'll leave you to that. I do want to thank everybody for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed this romp through probably Konami's lesser-known title. We'll see a few of the costumes here in the ending credit sequence. If you're wondering about those costumes I was wearing, one of them I think was for Suikoden, which was a pretty fun strategy RPG. I think that was what Phil was wearing. I think Almira was just wearing a generic sexy teacher outfit. And I think that Leon was wearing a costume for one of the Belmonts from one of the PS2 era Castlevania games. I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember if it was Lament of Innocence. I don't know. Both those PS2 Castlevania games had incredibly large and confusing names. But yeah, I'll leave you to enjoy this wonderful credit sequence, and hopefully you will check out that bonus video that is coming after this, because it is especially wonderful. See you then.